Hey everyone, welcome to this video. I was going to do some like production thing and have words pop up behind me and be all cool like the rest of you. But I was just not doing well. And so instead, I wanted to tell you a story um, that's kind of been lingering on my mind. I have a client, well, a prospective client, okay, who called in and she wanted to get pre-approved or see where she was at. Her credit is awesome. Her savings, she's saved enough for, her 3 to 5% down, plus her closing costs, maybe a couple months reserves on top of that. She had help and support from family, but is a single mom and has gone through some tough times. She's in a lower paid position right now while she's pursuing a goal for career advancement. And so when we were talking, I ran through her numbers, I ran through her budget, and we just had a little tiny gap to fill. And I had some ideas of ways that we could help her get into the home that she's looking at, um, keep it within her budget. Rates got a lot better this week. It, again, like the ideal client as far as credit and savings, all of that is concerned. Um, so I talked through it with her and I was like, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. If you really wanted to pursue this, you could probably close within 21 to 25 days once you went under contract. Honestly, for her, probably a lot sooner. But I just kind of wanted to give her an idea of what the average timeline would be. And her response was like, "Are you sure you're not blowing smoke?" And I said, "No, no, absolutely not. Like, I close deals like this all the time." And, she had applied on some website and she thought it was her. I kind of feel bad like giving a lot of details, but I feel like I talk to so many people who come in and just don't believe that it's possible for them. They just don't believe it's possible for them. And, I ran the number. Like I said, I ran the numbers. It looked good. I was like, yeah, you're not going to have any problem. This is plan A, this is plan B. These are the things that you could do. And in the morning, she texts me. The next morning, she texts me and she's like, hey, thanks for your time. I'm going to hold off. And I was like, huh, okay, that, can I ask why? What's wrong? Is something going on? And her response was, something just doesn't sit right in my gut. And so I kind of tried to give her, I thought, well, maybe she didn't feel comfortable with me or my background. Maybe she's, got other things going on or she wants to pursue something. And the more I got to thinking about it, the more I thought how many times we get in our own head and tell ourselves that that's possible for somebody else, but not for us. And I feel like that is so heartbreaking um, because it was like so easy. I mean, it was an easy deal with what she had, and she probably would have come in better than the circumstances that she thought. And in my mind, I know the outcome because I do it all the time. But in her mind, um, it seemed like an impossible feat. And isn't that life? I just felt like that's such life, right? But I've closed like three of those just this year. And so it's funny because one of the clients I just closed, I met them 5 years ago and they were not ready. I mean, they had so much work to do, and um, but we kept in touch, and And now they own this beautiful home that's more than they could have expected, and everything went exactly how they had hoped. And I really hope that she thinks it through and that she calls somebody back. I do, because it's so funny, because I can see the end result for her. I can see that it's going to be okay. I can see that it's the worst payment she's ever going to have and it's still within her budget. I know that there's going to be refinance opportunities in the future. I have the experience to like look ahead and see the final outcome. And believe me, I don't feel this way about all of my clients. Some people call me and they're like, I want to buy this giant house. And I'm like, you should probably tone that down a little. Like, or, hey, I want to go do this and do this and do this. And I can look and I can see that if they stick with their plan, it results in like disaster. And so I'm sorry, I'm all emotional, but it was emotional for me because, um, I spent a lot of time in LA. I worked with a lot of high net worth clients. I'm really good at those loans. I'm really good at self employed borrowers and people who want to buy multi-million dollar houses and properties and multi unit properties. Um, but if I did that all day, every day, in and out, it would probably become humdrum. It did become humdrum and mundane. But people like that client that I talked to, um, they make it everything worth it. So, what is my point in all this? My point is talk to people who have a vision for you, who will tell you the truth. If it's me or if it's somebody in your life, just get together with somebody who has experience and knowledge and vision and who will tell you the truth about what you need to know. What it is that you're looking for. Get advice, get people to give insight into your life. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, I'm gonna quit. This is so hard. And I typically do really, I am the person who typically takes on more than I probably should. Um, but I feel like I have great experiences because of it. I don't know. I don't know if any of this makes sense. This is not like the little cute TikTok video. Um, I didn't have it in me today.